وعلى آله وصحبه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Yesterday we began a series which we call Al-Mail Al-Azim. Al-Mail Al-Azim, which is the Great Deviation. And yesterday we asked three important questions, where we said, Mada yuridul haq minna. What did Allah Azza wa Jalla, who is the truth, what does He desire from us? And the number two question, Man humul ladhina yattabi'una shahawat. Who are those people who are following their desires? وَمَاذَا يُرِيدُونَ مِنَّا. And what do they also desire from us? Then the last one is Man nahnu. Who are we? Who are we? وَمَاذَا نُرِيد. And what do we want? And yesterday we said that it is very, very important for you to identify your true nature, who you actually, your true identity. And I said yesterday that when you are in the midst of people, your identity is not pronounced. But when you are within the four corners of your room, when you are alone, when you are not under the influence of anyone, then it is at that time that you know who you actually is. It is not about you claiming something that you are not. Because if it were to be left to everyone, no, everyone will like to be mentioned with good identity. May Allah Azza wa Jalla, may He bless us with good identity. Today we are moving to the second matter, which is Man humul ladhina yattabi'una shahawat. Who are those people who are following their desires, and what do they also want from us? I have told us yesterday what Allah wish for us. Allah wish to forgive us. Allah wish to make things easy for us. In fact, Allah wishes easiness. He wished to accept us. He wished to have mercy on us. That is what Allah Azza wa Jalla desires from us. Allah did not wish to punish us. But let's look at the opposite of this. The people who are following their desires, what do they want from us? The Ahlul Tafsir, the people of Tafsir, they have differences in explaining the description of those people who are following their desires. Some of them said the people who are following their desires are the Yahudi and the Nasara. That is the old Christians and the present day Christians. They are the people who are following their desires. Some of them said no. The people who are following their desires are the Majusi. Those are the fire worshippers. What do? لِأَنَّهُمْ يَهِلُّونَ النِّكَاحِ الْأَحْوَاتِ. That is because this group of people, in their own way of life, they used to make it lawful that a brother can marry a sister. A brother can marry his own biological sister. وَبَنَاتُ الْأَخْ وَالْأُخْتِ. And they make it lawful that one can marry the daughter of your brother or the daughter of your sister. You know, in Islam, the daughter of your brother or the daughter of your sister is haram for you to marry. It's haram for you to marry them. Wakila hum zunat. Some of the ulama said the people who are following their desire are the fornicators, the adulterer, the one who commit adultery. And I hope we know what is the meaning of zina. That is when you sleep or you have an act of intimacy with a strange woman who is not your wife, then you have committed zina. Yuriduna an tamilu anil haq. The people who commit zina, who are now the workers of zina, in our own Nigerian language we call them ashaw. They desire to what? Tamilu anil haq. They wish that you should be what? You should be deviated from the haq, but as known, so that you will also commit the zina, kama as known, as they have also committed zina. That is why you have to be very, very careful if you are working with, if you are always in the company of those people who commit zina. They will not want you to maintain your chastity. They will try as much as they can so that you can also get corrupted, so that you not have mouth to talk again. Especially if you are a malam. and you do not take your hand away from zina, any day you talk, they will remind you. Say, hey, forget that mala. That mala will say, Inkuma, they visit joint. Perhaps they are the one that also introduce you to it. But after they have gotten you, they will use it on you. The right definition of those people who are following their desires are every Jami'u Ahlul Batin. It is every people that follows what? That follows falsehood. And the commander of those people who follows falsehood, their leader, is Iblis, alayhi la'natullah, Shaitan. He is the first person that disobeyed Allah Azza wa Jal, and he became arrogant. He became pompous, very proud. He doesn't want to obey Allah Azza wa Jal, and he disbelieves in Allah. And not only that, wa aqwa man ata'a rabbi. And he is also determined to make sure that he leads you astray, those people who are obeying Allah. And that is why he started with our father, Prophet Adam alayhi salam. Wa hasadahu, and he was envious of him. So at every point in time, you become envious of somebody who is a little bit better than you. You are following the footsteps of Shaitan. وَكَانَ سَبَبًا فِي إِخْرَاجِهِ مِنَ الْجَنَّةِ. As a result of these sins that he has committed, kufur, istikbar, hasad, because of all of this, Allah pulled him away from Jannah. Because people with this quality cannot attain Jannah. People who have kufur, they have hasad, envy, and they are proud. You know, Rasulullah Sallam told us that he will not enter Jannah, the one who has in his heart an atom weight of pride. La yadkhul Jannah man kana fi qalbihi misqalu dharratin min kibr. The one who has pride will not enter Jannah. And what is the meaning of pride? Is when you look down on people. You look down on people. These people, they are nothing. You are better than everybody. You know, Shaitan said he's better than Adam alayhi salam. So the moment you begin to say that, do you know who I am better than you, then you are also following the footsteps of Shaitan, and you may not be able to attain Jannah. May Allah Azza wa Jalla, may He purify our hearts. Shaitan, alayhi la'natullah, after he has been put away from Jannah, he swear by Allah. He took an oath that he will continue to lead people astray, especially the children of Adam, ila yawm al-bas, till the day of judgment. Wa hakaza atba'uhu alladhina yattabi'una khutuwatihi. That is also the same, those people who are the followers of Shaitan, they are also determined to follow his footsteps. There are people in this world, they are following the footsteps of Shaitan. In fact, they are having meeting, shura meeting with Shaitan. I am telling you. Haven't we heard of Illuminati? Illuminati is all about Shaitanic, worshipping Shaitan. You see many of them, they are people who are influential and they can lead people astray. So they are following his footsteps. وَيَسِرُّونَ فِي شِعَابِ كُفْرِهِ. And they are, treading his path of kufr. لَا يَنْفَعُهُمْ إِنذَارٌ. If you want them, admonish them however you like, they will never benefit from it. They will tell you that for them, they have already sold their soul to devil. Have you ever seen somebody being proud that we are followers of the devil? Go to internet, you see many of them. They say we are worshiping devil. Because when you worship devil, he will give you this word. There is one of them, I'm trying to remember his name, Chris Brown. Chris Brown. He sing a song, many pieces of this song, it contains satanic weddings, but we don't even know. Some of them, before they sing, Shaitan will influence them in their composition of their song. Chris Brown mentioned in one of his songs, he said that Allah Azza wa Jalla maltreated Shaitan. He said he maltreated Shaitan for pulling him away from Jannah. So he is going to lend Shaitan his wing, so that Shaitan can fly back again. But he's not going to do that for free. That Shaitan should also give him something of the world. But what are we doing? We are always nagging our head. We don't know what they are saying. Some of them, if you know the utterances, the lyrics of their song, you will be surprised that people are still singing them, especially those ones that are very, very popular. There was a time when we were still listening to music. There is one of them called African China. And I know if I say this now, many of you will remember. There's a song he sang that time, and he said that Sharia no make you not hear this one. You still remember? He's talking about you, you don't know. Yes, when we they happy for democracy, was some useless tout, the demon decrease. They are talking about you. But the Muslims are what? They are singing it. They don't even know what he's talking about. Look at the content of the songs today. It's rubbish. It's rubbish. Now, they know that Muslims don't want to go into it, although Muslims have started going into music now. They now form Molud for them. It's all about, when you see Molud and you see party, there is no differences. The only differences is that the other one is shouting Allah in the wrong way, then the other one may not be shouting Allah. Even them, Kuma, they are also shouting Allah. There is one called Teriji. There is one musician called Teriji. He will be saying La ilaha illallah Muhammadan Rasulullah in his song. Even some of the masquerade, those who used to sing for masquerade in our place, before they will even start their song, they will say Amasalat Yonto Mori. Yes, they will do salat over the Prophet Sallallahu. So this is how Shaitan has deluded human beings. Wala tufiduhum al-ayat. Quote any verses you want to quote for them, it will not work for them. Yamuruna bil munkar. What they do is to what? Command evil. Command evil. Just take any music and put the video. It's nonsense you will see. As if they did not naked themselves, they will hire women. And they will still come back and tell you that they are the one that honor women. They hold women as if they are slaves. I don't know where they used to go and pack those women. You understand? No respect for, womanhood. Why are they not using their own mother? There is one of them who is also an agent of Shaitan. He is a comedian. I've forgotten his name. He used to misbehave in a way, in a comedy like. He was interviewed and they asked him why. He was actually saying that a woman should not be naked. But this is somebody who used to use, in fact, his comedy is all about naked women. They now asked him, why are you using naked women in your own comedy? He said, I did not force them. He said, if you don't know the value of what you have, and you are now showing me for free, I will be very happy to see it now. That's what he said. But the Mumu interviewer, who is also naked in front of him, was laughing. He doesn't know that he has actually insulted him. He said, you can never see my wife or my children dressing naked. But he's using them, perhaps for just little money. These are satanic, agents. وَيَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمَعْرُوفِ. Anything good, they forbid it. إِسْتَحْوَذَ عَلَيْهِمُ الشَّيْطَانُ فَأَنْسَاهُمْ ذِكْرُ اللَّهِ. Shaitan has dominated them and they forgot the remembrance of Allah. أُولَٰئِكَ حِزْبُ الشَّيْطَانِ. They are the agent of Shaitan, the party of Shaitan. أَلَا إِنَّ حِزْبَ الشَّيْطَانِ هُمُ الْخَاسِرُونَ. The party of Shaitan, they are the losers. He said, إِنَّهُمْ كَالْأَنْعَامِ. You see, those people who follow their desire, they are just like animals. An'am, meaning they are like cattle. يَلْحَسُونَ وَرَاءَ شَهْوَتَهُمْ وَأَهْوَاءَهُمْ. They are what? They are only gasping, panting over their desire. Whatever their desire asks them to do, that is what they do. Some people will say that whatever my heart tells me to do, that's what I'll do. They are followers of their desire. Even if what his heart asks him to do is contravening the law of Allah, he will still do it and he doesn't care the consequences. He doesn't have any goal or objective in this life except to gather the word, correct? He doesn't care what happened in the hereafter. And you will see they will be so serious. They will be so serious in responding to their what? In responding to their shahwat. In fact, animals sometimes are even better than them. Because the animals, لِأَنَّهَا لَمْ تَخْرُجْ عَنِ الْمُهِمَّةِ. You see, animals, they are created in the way they were created. Animals are supposed to behave to follow their lust, their desire. But human beings are not supposed to be like that. So that is why animal is even better such kind of people. Because the animal are already upon what Allah created them upon. But you see this one, that is not what Allah created them upon. That's why Allah said, In hum illa kal an'am, baluhum adallu sabila. For whom jundu shaitan, they are the soldiers of shaitan and their allies. They are the parties of shaitan. They are the ansaru shaitan, the supporters of shaitan. They assist shaitan in his work. You understand? Followers of shaitan. They said in one of the narration that one day they met shaitan sitting down or lying, resting, and they asked shaitan, why are you resting? He said that he has already gotten a lot of agents. That is why he is now resting. You understand? The parties of shaitan, they assist shaitan to achieve his aim. Whereas shaitan is their leader, he is their commander. Alahutahu yasirun. It is upon his footsteps that they walk. Walidinihi yatba'un. It is upon the religion of shaitan that they follow. They surrender themselves to shaitan and they humble themselves to shaitan. That is why when you tell them that Allah said, they will be murmuring. They will not want to follow. But when you tell them that one Ojatowa says something, immediately they follow it. La yabguna an shibakihi fakakan. And they do not want to free themselves from the net of shaitan. Wala an shirakihi haraban. And they do not also want to free themselves from the partnership that they have with shaitan. In fact, rather they are strengthening it. It is the flag of shaitan that they are raising. وَبِحَمْدِهِ مُسَبِّحُونَ. They are glorifying the praise of shaitan. Like I have already told you, that some of these celebrities, they are actually praising shaitan. And they do not hide it. It's only because we do not pay attentive ears to them. وَهُمْ مَا ذَلِكَ غَافِلُونَ لَهُونَ. But despite that, they are what? They are neglectful. They are so careless. لَا يُشْعِرُونَ أَنَّهُمْ إِلَى جَهَنَّمَ سَيُسْحَبُونَ. They do not even have the feeling that shaitan is leading them to Jahannam. Some of them will even tell you, when we get there, we will sort it out. A Muslim told me one day, he said that the reason why he's committing sin very, very well, that he's committing sin very, very well, so that in the day of Qiyamah, Allah will get angry with him very well. That when Allah gets angry with him very well, he will now fling him. He will fling him over. He want to fling him inside an hellfire. He will now fling him over hellfire. Then he will now go and follow backyard and enter Al-Jannah. You know, the human being, the kind of utterances that come from the mouth of human being is very, very great. They do not even know that shaitan is dragging them to hellfire and they will be punished in it. Yomuha, on that particular day, on the day of Qiyamah, yatabarra al-atba anil matbu'in. Those who they are following today, shaitan, he will what? He will free himself from them. He say, I don't know anybody. Shaitan is going to do hutubah in hellfire. One of our class that we are going to do in this Ramadan, outside Buida, is hutubah to shaitan. The hutubah of shaitan in hellfire. Shaitan will say everybody should shut up, nobody should come in. When everybody will begin to blame him that you are the one that dragged us to this place, he say everybody should shut up. In fact, nobody should blame me, rather you should blame yourself. May Allah Azza wa Jalla, may He not make us among those kind of people. Allah Azza wa Jalla said that kamasali shaitan, they are just like shaitan. It is the example is like shaitan. It's called al-insan ukfur. When shaitan tell them to disbelieve, falama kafara qala inni bari'un min. When they have already disbelieved, shaitan will now tell them that I am free from you. I don't know you, said. Laysa lahu ghayatun ghayruha. Shaitan did not have any other goal rather than for us to disbelieve. And he will make sure that his followers, they love following their desires. And he will beautify it for them, so that they will be climbing level by level. Shaitan will not quickly come and tell you to disbelieve. He will start with level, disobey. Like when he asked Prophet Adam alayhi salam, he did not start with disbelief. He said, eat this tree. Had it been he come and tell Prophet Adam that he should disbelieve in Allah, Prophet Adam wouldn't have accepted him. But he said, eat from this tree. If you eat from this tree, there is going to be benefit. The same way, Shaitan will be leading you. Instead of you to be okay with your wife, but rather your eye see the truth for another woman. Yes. Or instead of you to go and marry, you will be holding women around, sleeping with them. Shaitan will be dragging you small. Before you know it, when you have lost all kind of shame, then you will not be doing it in the public. Even when Mala see you, he say, I beg everybody on his own. Nobody should be looking after my life. In fact, nobody should judge me. And when you hear this kind of statement coming from people, they have lost all kind of shame. They don't want to be corrected anymore. Allah Azza wa Jalla said, وَغَرَّكُمْ بِاللَّهِ الْغُرُورُ. Shaitan deceived them regarding Allah Azza wa Jalla. وَقَدْ أَخَذَ الْأَهْدَ عَلَى نَفْسِهِ بِغَوَايَتِهِ. Shaitan had already promised, he had already made covenant with himself that he is going to what? He is going to deviate human beings. But despite that, we are still hearing it like this. Shaitan will still get us. Even as we are still speaking now, some of us are still having music in our phones. We are still praising those people. We are still watching them. We want to see what they are doing. If they put lecture, nobody is ready to listen. But pitch music, everybody wants to see. You want to dance, you want to shake your head. Because Shaitan has made it very, very good for us. Shaitan said, قَالَ فَبِإِزَّتِكَ لَأُغْوِيَنَّهُمْ أَجْمَعِينَ. Shaitan said, by your honor, Allah, I promise you, by your honor, I'm going to lead all of them astray. That's what Shaitan, he boasted. He said, is it because of these people you throw me out of Jannah? I will finish them. إِلَّا إِبَادَكَ مِنْهُمُ الْمُخْلَصِينَ. Except your servants that are what? That are sincere. So Shaitan will continue to do this until he will make you a soldier. He will confirm you as a soldier. He will make you a soldier in his what? In his own company. And some people will surpass others. From the human being and the jinn kind, they will surpass each other in their evil that they demonstrate to Shaitan. You know, in the hadith, the Prophet Islam said, Shaitan will be on top of his throne, and he will send his akran, he will send his boys to go and destroy, to go and scatter. When all of them come, they will be giving reports. This one say, I did this. This one say, I did this. Anyone that did best, Shaitan will give him honor. And that is the same thing with human being. You see human being today, he will tell you, a woman will tell you that I have slept more than up to 10 men. Up to 10 men. The other one say, oh, you have not done anything. No. I have slept up to 100 men. The other one say, oh, is it 100? Every day I change men. That is how Shaitan has finished human beings. May Allah Azza wa Jalla free us from Shaitan. Wal-ghawaya wal-idlal, until they continue to cause corruption, continue to cause deviation and misguidance. Some they will do it with their speech, some with their structure, or rather with their photos. Go to internet today, human being that Allah created, he will naked himself and put in the internet for everybody to see. He doesn't have any shame. Look at the celebrity. They are influencing people negatively. They have surpassed the issue of waswas, but rather they are coming koro and telling you to do evil. And nothing will deter them. They are not deterred by those who are going to read about them. If you tell them that, what legacy are you laying down? Is this the kind of life you want to be remembered for? They will not even listen to you. And if you should even remind them, they will mock you. They will mock you. And if you leave them, they will make sure that they continue attaching themselves to you until you also sleep like them. You also deviate like them. And they will be pursuing your weakness. Once they are able to get your weakness, they will use it and disgrace you. Those are the Jundu Shaitan. And they will never be satisfied until you are also part of their ally and their friends. That is how they are. Or rather, they will even make you an instructor, murshid. لِكُلِّ فَرِيضَةٌ غَافِلَةٌ. They will make you also a chairman or the leader of some group of shaitan that are also coming small. That is how shaitan has misled human beings. Allah Azza wa Jalla narrated to us how shaitan has promised for waswasalahuma shaitan liyubdiya lahuma ma wuriya anhuma min sawatihima. Go and read from Surah Al-A'raf verse 20 to 27. Verse 20 to 27, shaitan was talking how he promised that he is going to lead human being astray. And he went and meet Prophet Adam alayhi salam that if you eat from this tree, you will become malaika and you will never die again. Who doesn't like enjoyment? Shaitan deceived him. He forgot to know that this is shaitan. And he was taken by the what? By the promise that shaitan, the fake promise that shaitan was making to him. Shaitan was even swearing that inni lakuma lamina nasihin, that I am what? I am an advisor to you. But what did he do? Fadallahuma bigurur. Fadallahuma bigurur. He leads both of them in deception. He leads them astray. And after they tasted the tree, badat lahuma sawatuhuma, all their nakedness became obvious. And they begin to carry the trees, the leaves of Jannah, using it to cover themselves. Until Allah Azza wa Jalla guide them and He forgive them. May Allah Azza wa Jalla, may He forgive us our shortcomings. Because of time, Mada yuridu minna. What these people, what do they want from us? The followers of Shaitan. They want you to deviate. Not just deviation. They want you to deviate a great deal. Great deviation. Maylan azima. And mail here is the opposite of istiqamah. They don't want you to be established. They want you to also sleep small, at least small. That's what they want from you. While istiqamah, al-hidayah, they don't want you to be guided. They don't want you to be guided. They want you to commit sin. فَالْمَعْصِيَةُ مَيْلٌ عَنِ الْإِسْتِقَامَةِ. Sins is a deviation from what? From being firm upon the truth. Although when you commit sin, you are still having the connection with Allah Azza wa Jalla. That is the Aqidah of Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah. If you commit sin, you are still a Muslim. But Shaitan will continue to give you istidraj. You continue to climb until that connection you have with Allah, until it breaks. At every time you commit sin, the connection between you and Allah is weakened. It will be weakened until there is nothing that can stop you from committing sin again. If you are such a person that when you commit sin, you don't want people to see it, you are having iman. But once your sin has climbed to the level that when you commit it, you are even in the public doing it, then you have to know that your connection between you and Allah is becoming weak. And do not allow it to break. Because at that particular time, Shaitan can now ask you to disbelieve, and you will disbelieve. And you will be proud of it. May Allah Azza wa Jalla, may He never take us to such level. Allah Azza wa Jalla said, Ya bunayya la tushrik billah, inna shirka la zulmun azim. Shaitan doesn't want his followers to be committing sin. No, he doesn't want us to just commit sin, but rather he wants us to commit shirk. That is what he wanted from us. And we are going to be looking at the example of this statement tomorrow, inshallah, as we are going to be taking the story of Barsus. As we are going to be taking the story of Barsus, how Barsus was deceived by Shaitan. He started being a very great worshipper, as all of us are worshippers of Allah, inshallah. Shaitan will begin to tempt you. Before you know it, you that used to read Quran before, you cannot read Quran again. Rather, you gain satisfaction through noise making, talking all the time, listening to music. You that used to listen to wazi before, you cannot listen to wazi again. But if they want to discuss politics, your energy will come back. Yes. If they want to talk about ball, football, as at 11 yesterday, some people are still watching football. I was imagining, they are not sleeping. And perhaps there are still Muslims that are also watching with them. But for him to get up in the night and pray tahajjud, qiyamul layl, it will be very, very difficult for him. That is how Shaitan continues to drill you until he finishes you and you will climb to the level of shirk and kufr. Inshallah, we are going to stop here. Tomorrow, we will take the story of Barsus, which is actually the reason why we are taking this series. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu.